about being static linked in the fights.
Yeah.
So, but it is a Weaver on the same.
And they can kind of leave him alone a little, right?
Yeah.
They can kind of just like leave him on versus that Enchantress if it is the Ench in the offlane.
Sure.
He won't die. He should be able to still farm. He won't be able to kill the Ench, but I am gonna place Weaver. I was just thinking. It's okay. So Weaver.
Final ban now from SG. You're looking at paiN Gaming's lineup. They do still need that mid laner.
Yeah, something to match up well versus that SF.
Well,
Viper is the
that's what
classic.
they're going to be worrying about.
Yeah, Viper is the classic one that we've seen.
I think you could certainly warrant a Viper ban. It would certainly fit the pace of the rest of paiN Gaming's lineup. Okay, yeah.
That is probably the better ban.
That is true. The other sort of pushing hero that's always picked up when you have the chance with any sort of Beastmaster like and Chen.
They need someone that does a lot of damage, though, in this mid lane, because right now I do feel like they are lacking that. Between Rubik, Beastmaster, Weaver, their mid-game teamfight is also kind of weird.
Yeah, and I think paiN Gaming
5 seconds
taking away the safe lane hero of SG. No, sorry, what we would expect to be maybe
could still be the support.
Maybe all the offlaner. They are going to ban out the second support, take out the Shadow Shaman. Let's see, is that Ench indeed going to be that core offlane Ench, which we are most likely to see, or will it be the roaming Ench, which we don't really see teams do too frequently as of recent.
They could still go for maybe like OD?
paiN Gaming. So again, the damage, I think, as you're saying, is going to be a bit of a weird point in the game where it's not quite all there for paiN Gaming, but they do have a lot of get up and go.
That's a puck mid, right?
Yeah, it is. That is a bit.
I haven't seen that too much
10 seconds
because people lately. The problem with puck is that there's no coil damage unless you break it. So people just kind of stand their ground versus the hero. If you're pushing and stuff, the spells start to kind of fall off, but they want something to punish the SF, and they want to do rotations with like Rubik.
Yeah. Or
with the Chen. So that the puck does have kill threat on the Shadow Fiend. It's one of the old heroes that people were picking a bunch versus like ages ago, of course. So SG.
SG.
What is the support hero that they want to pick? Most of the traditionals are taken/banned.
Wait, drink whilst do that.
Oh, nice.
I got this.
Are you getting an Ultra Citron?
I'm going with a Citron.
Nice. Good choice.
Monster Energy, of course. Shout out to the boys and girls. They're the ones that put together this.
Void.
Okay, so the Void. It gets through here.
Costa Beal Void. Safe lane Void.
Okay, it
is the support Enchantress.
And it's the sort of counter to the Weaver core, you know.
It is.
You get that chrono, you are going to get that kill every time. It's they're sort of a little vulnerable though to the Roar of the Beastmaster, but at the same time, in terms of nuke damage, if they would need the Beastmaster the puck, then there's going to be that point in the game. If the Beastmaster the puck are running at the Void, they're going to be able to burst him down once they have the Veil on the puck. But other than that, Void should have the chance to time walk. And
who are you liking?
I think I've got to go with SG, to be fair. I think the Enchantress alone is too strong. They have SF Clock. They have that South American Razor pick. The Void is a little bit question mark, but I can see why they do it. I feel something's missing from paiN Gaming.
I meant to put the Void. Oh well. I meant to put Void in the. Yeah, Void's supposed to be safe lane, but yeah.
So yeah, prediction-wise, put me down for SG Esports. SF Clock, and as I said, they've got a lot of strong stuff that I think is going to be able to quite easily take the game against paiN. I'm
going to go for paiN.
You're going to go you like the paiN?
I'm not crazy about the Weaver and Puck, these cores and stuff, but I actually don't like their lockdown. They actually only have Void for the catch of Weaver and Puck. So I'm gonna go for the paiN Gaming. We got the split.
Let's see. So either way, I think we're gonna agree it's gonna be a very exciting game.
Should be a fun one.
Hopefully you boys and girls in chat are excited for this one as well. Final game of the day here. Final series, sorry, of course. Game 1 of the best of 3. SG Esports versus paiN Gaming. 2 strongest teams at the moment in South America, and we're going to find out who's on top of one another. We're going to get ourselves into the game right now, so we shoot you over here at the Corsair DreamLeague Season 9 to find out what is going to happen.
How's your Ultra Citron? Your monster.
Very nice. I do like the Ultra Citron's nice. It's nice. Got sort of that nice sort of lemony tang. It's very, very refreshing. Skip.
I'm trying to see if did people get the keys? I think they did.
Did he get some out?
He said he gave me a heart, so I'm assuming he got the go-ahead to give him. So
there we go. So congratulations, you got a free game.
Hopefully, if you guys did get the game, I hope you enjoy it.
Right, let's see what we got here. SG on the hunt, seeing if they can find anything around the rune spot. King Artie comes across. He'll immediately go back to his half as he's aware that there's a fair bit of a movement coming through. There's the cogs being given to Mr. Adriano.
Yep, it's got the pretty much free full souls. They only give him to 11, not the 12, because they want to start getting close to their lanes. But maybe Theo's Theo's going to block top, it looks like. And it actually is going to be that Void. Void is getting relegated to the off lane, and they're going to do a safe lane Razor. So good thing I didn't swap it, because we
okay, yeah, of course, yeah.
And it's...
Alright, and...
Boots first Razor. So they're...
I mean, I like that, because you know the matchup, well, you think you know the matchup you're going to have, and it is going to give you the chance to sort of get the rundown with the static link.
Yeah, but that doesn't look like it's going to be the case now. It looks like paiN's actually going aggro and putting Beastmaster top. So it's going to be Beastmaster in like a 1v1 versus a Void.
Yeah, but you got the Razor mid.
And Razor, no, Razor's bottom, SF's mid.
No, oh, he's just getting the...
Yeah, SF has to be mid, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. So why is the poster blocking the creeps for him?
Maybe he's just going to... I think he's just waiting to get more information.
I guess so. Yeah, that makes... Why have you got your... Yeah, it's... Very sort of interesting mix.
A bit of awkward lane setup. Peko actually almost went for a courier snipe, just wasn't able to get it.
So
the Enchantress.
So where they are sending the Razor up top, yeah.
Yeah, they want to get him versus the Beastmaster.
Yeah, especially when he's getting those boots first. You got to go for that matchup where you can use the power of it. And yeah, Ench moving around the map. So as we were saying, playing in the capacity, we don't really see Ench played that much anymore.
No, not in that role, definitely not. We pretty much only see it picked as that offlaner.
I think like the last sort of person I can sort of remember doing that frequently was Lil back on VP. That was sort of the last roaming Ench that had a lot of success recently. You know, I say recently, a few months ago, but it was there.
Yeah. There's not. I mean, it's not a whole lot. I think this one was like he wants to try to match the Chen, but the difference is that Chen doesn't do this anymore. Chen is a very different hero with the new change. He sends home creeps and then he gets involved and just is a lane presence rather than getting like huge battle between creeps persuasions nonstop. Mid lane, Adriano of course gonna have a great time. It is a 1v1. We don't see this too often anymore. 1v1 with an SF with full souls. Bit hard for Rayur, but he's standing his ground. 5-1 to the 8 and 2 of the Shadow Lane, of course. 13 denies, but they're cogs. And bottom, they're actually looking to pressure this tower.
Yeah, moving
very early
straight in with the Chen army. Duster pushing in onto that tier 1 tower, forcing Costabil to hide right back behind it. You will have Theo Lecor coming across on the clockwork, trying to put a bit of a stop to this push. With the cog push back will interrupt the channeling of the Wild Wing Ripper.
Topo's got to be careful up top. Peko does have 2 creeps, but the enchant is still on cooldown, so they won't be able to close the gap, but he will be able to push him away from the lane. Bottom, Costabil, gonna struggle to get some last hits. Just struggling, just last hitting under tower.
It doesn't have that Quelling Blade picked up as of yet.
Yeah.
Either, so.
But the two lanes for SG are looking great. The SF mid and the Razor top should get pretty much full free farm until rotations come out, so they are in theory winning 2 lanes right now, so looking good for SG. paiN just look like they actually do look like they want to just claim this tower very early. Shut down Costabil.
Well, it is hard for this fight in the early stages.
Yeah.
Because you really don't want to expend that time walk too early as you have such
they actually burst him.
They have, and with that cat into the net.
Theo as well.
They're getting 2 out of this for sure. Theo Lecor will fall. 2 kills for paiN Gaming.
That was impressive how they did that with the chain stun with the net. Didn't know if they were going to actually be able to bring down Costabil. He gets the experience for the troll dying at least, so he has pushed up to 3, but 2 kills on the board for paiN.
I mean, definitely was always going to be the lane that suffered at the start for SG for sure, this one.
Yeah, wherever the Chen is, pretty much. Level 2 on the supports. How's Peko doing? He's actually got like a stack going on in the enemy jungle.
Alright, okay.
Maybe he's going to wild wing it down so he can make sure he keeps up in levels.
Probably go for what, one more stack?
One more stack.
One more stack, get the triple, then go for the farm on it.
Yep.
So that mid lane, SF, Adriano rolling that lane. 22.
He started to really dominate it. Even though Vryer did get the double no, it's just it's still just not enough damage for him to keep up. The rotations are going to have to come out.
And they found the other core, but the cogs down half of them to really chase this.
Yeah.
And if anything, that will put a stop to the rotation that paiN were looking for to drive towards that mid lane. So Adriano will be safe with the knowledge that Theo Lecor had eyes on that movement and put a stop to it.
They really do want to kill that SF.
Yeah.
That's like the main importance right now is to get those souls down. He's going to claim himself an Arcane Rune. It's pretty hard to bring down too. He's raindrops, quite tanky. Again, bottom. Since they could not get that gank in mid, they're going to pressure the tower. Try to get their team some bonus gold through that.
Costa Bill really not finding the CS because of this pressure.
Yeah. Razor is dominating top though too, so you know the trade-offs are happening.
Yeah, you have to carry in the other aspects, yeah, being the Razor for sure off the back of this laning station. Well, Cogs down. I have surrounded Tavo. He will get himself back underneath the tower. The right clicks could be enough, but with quick telekinesis, Stern holding back the post means they can't get the Beastmaster. They'll look to dive for the Rubik instead, though. King RD in a lot of trouble here, surely. He can try to get around, and actually, yeah, with that one tree down, he may just be fine. The creeps are still diving, but with a TP back in from HFN, you're right, King RD. Nice juke around the jungle trees, and he is out.
They are having to do some awkward stuff, though, on paiN, right, to make adjustments from the lanes. Puck was jungling, Beastmaster kind of just running around. He had to just use the Shrine. So, even though they claimed the bottom tower, they are still at a bit of a deficit with 2 kills and that.
35 CS.
SSF's huge. Level 6. Puck only level 5. He's actually almost level 7 too.
No, this is the reason why we see SF clock being contested.
Yes.
It does give you that start for a very beautiful lane. Bottom lane, level 5 on the Void. Just working on those treads. Once he does get the 6, as we said, there's a lot that can be done with that. They got good heroes around him to throw damage into the Krona. Up top, King RD. He's been found out. Quick telekinesis to hold back Theo Core, but you got the body blocks.
Oh, the body blocks
by Pico. King RD trying to taunt himself out of there, and actually will be fine. They head up to the high ground, and they are a little scared here, SG, because of the rotation from the Chen. Jump forward as well from the Puck. They're looking to burst down Pico, and they'll get it. That's the Enchantress down. HFN was also coming over to see if they could catch for more, but it's just the end. Still a kill nonetheless, and a third kill for paiN Gaming as SG themselves so yet to find a kill on the board. But the farm certainly still continues to be there for Laposa, and Adriano can now try and put some pressure onto the tier 1 mid with that movement from paiN Gaming towards top.
Level 7, Puck level 5. They even, it looked like paiN wanted to use their Shrine there, but they're like, wait, our Shrine's gone. Beastmaster used it. Oh no. So they actually are not going to be full health for the next upcoming moments. HFN will pick up a bottle at the secret shop so he can continue to pressuring top with those Chen creeps. Bottom lane, Tavo. The slow from the Ghost. Look at it go.
I should have this shot for his jukes out. He's not making it. Costa Bill takes the kill.
Yeah. Doing great on the net worth compared to the Beastmaster.
He's climbing up a bit.
So he was sacked, but not as hard as Beast.
Top lane, they're actually looking to try and dive the post on the Razor, but I don't know how much they can do this without having to be forced to back up. HFN still trying. He's not got that level 6. He's not got that time lapse, so he does have to be careful. He's still trying to go for this kill onto the Razor. But now with the sentry down, I think he is definitely overstepped the mark here. HFN, not quite sure what the plan was there. Now with the cogs, King RD's TP is going to be cancelled. Costa Bill has come over for the rotation, come over for the action. He's got the Chronosphere, but he is not going to need it. The bash comes in, and that dive entirely unwarranted there from paiN Gaming as they just throw away 2 lives behind the enemy tier 1 tower.
That one was very bizarre. The Weaver just really pushing his limits on his hero and just getting punished for it. Bottom, Tavo trying to find space, but there's a smoke. Level 8 Shadow Fiend. Tavo runs into Enchantress. Has the roar. Going for the kill. He's got it. Okay.
It's over.
That bonus damage from the axes into roar.
See if Adriano can do anything with turn. If he can get the free raises, he might have a chance. Actually, he's a little scared. HFN is here. And HFN, I'm sure he'll decide against diving this time round.
Yeah.
Oh, I say that. I mean,
he wants to creep. He got it.
He was having a look, see if he could get more, but yeah, Adriano just a little too far away. A lot of pressure coming in though, very early on.
They're just going for these towers. They're falling behind a bit in net worth, but they can get it back through buildings. Their supports are a little under leveled though. Chen level 4, Rubik level 3.
Oh, and Adriano.
He is deep though. I don't know if they want to go.
Green card, they'll get the Requiem out. Adriano just turns with a quick raise. He managed to burst down 1. King RD's falling low. He's burst down 2. Why are they diving like this? That's a triple kill for the SF. paiN Gaming, they've got to hold back. They can't dive tower after tower. They just gave a free triple kill to SF totally unnecessarily.
They didn't even need the Void. He was like, I don't even need the Chrono. You just killed everybody by yourself. Good job, Shadow Fiend. Yeah, that was a bit over-aggressive there. I thought they were going to start backing off as soon as the SF walked back in.
They've got to stop with it. I mean, I appreciate the pushing and the taking of the towers, but diving like this, it's going to get thrown back in your face every time.
They're getting a little too overzealous with those dives, for sure. Treads now, at least on the Weaver. Continue just trying to pressure towers, but this SF is huge. Level 10, Treads drums. He's going to claim the top tower for free. Yeah. Look at his net worth. 5 points.
He's just having a perfect game, Adriano.
Yeah.
That free triple kill was 74 CS.
The dream for an SF.
And what's he going on? What did you say?
He's just got Treads drum and SMY.
Okay.
He's going stats.
And he's going to have a lot of those very early on.
Might as well. If you're playing versus this type of lineup, when we were saying, like we were saying for paiN, they are a bit damage lacking. If he just gets tanky up, they're really going to struggle to bring him down. He's already 1400 HP plus range drop. So 10 minutes coming out. The tomes, we got to start getting level 6 on our supports on both sides. SG looking to make a play with the Chrono. Mid lane, Ryur.
They may just go for the straight up Chrono on the puck if they wish to do so.
Too.
There we go. And they want to pop the Chrono. He's thinking about it. It feels like he doesn't need to, and in fact, with bashes like that, he might not. There, he'll drop it now. But
it's sent home.
Yeah, it's too late. The send home is there. So, all in all, that is going to be a puck out of it. He's going to TP back in as well, so SG will have to back up there. And I'm a little surprised he didn't just drop the Chrono straight up. I
agree.
I mean,
I think he got a little greedy with it. They didn't have the SF. I think maybe they... No, I think maybe they should have the damage anyway to kill him. But they didn't have the SF coming in. White Chrono wasted. paiN trying to get aggressive. DD on Weaver. They want to go for this tower push with their Chen.
Alright, HFM. It's going to be hunted behind.
She is ready to fight, it does look like. They don't have lockdown though. They do have hookshot.
Without the Chrono, it's hard. Costa Beal. That's the time, walk away. Adriano coming in with the raise, but there's the roar straight down. They're looking to burst this SF. Can they do it? Cost push back, but no. That is good. No, the final hit for the Weaver does take him down. They get that big kill on Adriano.
That DD plus medallion just crushing the Shadow Fiend.
Now they're going to try and chase though. SG, they're not happy with just losing the SF. Hanagod comes out from Duster, but Duster still falls. Stolen static link for King RD. He's stealing a lot of damage here from Costa Beal. Costa Beal will TP out, but now the right clicks from the Rubik have to be feared. 2 dead at the moment on SG, maybe more. HFN looking to chase down this Razor, but he's back underneath the tower. paiN won't chase for more. So paiN, yeah, but he gets some good action out of that. They're killing that Adriano.
Yeah, that was pretty surprising. That's all. This is all just because that Chrono was wasted. They know that they can go for those more risky plays and dives. Puck did die though, right? Yeah, Puck died. And I don't. Did he actually get the Dream Coil off? I don't think so. Maybe still on cooldown from when he used it earlier.
Yeah, from the,
right,
the mid when Void jumped on him. Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, definitely, without a doubt, closer than the other 4 games we've had today. At this stage of the game, there is still no sort of clear advantage. Sure, the numbers are going the way of SG, but as we are seeing a paiN Gaming can fight around sort of the timing of the Chronosphere. They do have this push. They do have the burst at the moment still, regardless of the fact that Adriano's got those stats. Still raw, and the puck combo puts that SF in very dangerous territory.
They do have a Tricore though. At this moment in time, and they have a lead. So I'd say SG, they should be pretty happy as long as they don't lose the last. And they only lost tier 1, tier 1 versus a Chen Beastmaster lineup in this time. So I think they're in an okay spot right now. Costa Beal top.
I mean, here we go. The raw, the combo is going to get the time walk off though, and that is always going to be the problem against the Void this game. Ideally, they need at least the puck there as well. With the silence, they've got it every time. But other than that...
Oh! Liposa blocks Theo's hook.
Oh!
Mistakes are made.
Yeah, mistakes happen, I guess, you know? So,
thanks.
Sometimes your Razor walks in front of you as a clockwork. Who's the captain on this? Who do you think is going to be telling off who?
Theo definitely just told Liposa off. That's why the poster said thanks. He was like, you're an idiot.
In games like this, when that happens,
it's usually the Chrono on 3.
That is a beautiful Chrono, and look at the perfect angle there, lining up for the raises.
God.
That is the dream for Adriano and Costa Beal there. That, you know, you could have seen the smile on Adriano's face there, where these 3 heroes are locked down right in front of him. Easy raises, easy kills. Bang, they're gone, just like that. Void SF, something that we don't see that much, but in situations like that, You really do feel how powerful it is.
Legit perfect. Like, just perfect.
Lined
Catches
up.
all three,
Bam.
triple raise, easy damage. And now with the Yasha finished up, still continuing to take that top of the board. So Weaver does have Dragon Lance, will be going for that Diffusal. This is one of the powers, at least versus the Void, is you get your mana break talent, you get the Diffusal. Couple hits, Void just completely out of mana to not get those spells off. Can work versus everybody too.
Look what talent the Void took as well.
Bash damage? I mean, the 20 damage is fine.
Okay.
20 damage is fine. He'll take the health.
Just
though.
check.
He'll take the health.
You think it will?
Yeah, he'll take the health. Oh, they're actually going to go on.
Yeah, they get him after the Time Walk.
The lift. Do they have the damage follow-up?
I
do not.
No. They do not. They have to have the puck with the Beastmaster.
Yeah, they do.
They have to have one of those two as well.
And Tabo, in the meanwhile.
He's been found out. That's the Beastmaster talking about the man. He's dead.
Yep.
He is dead.
They have that heavy ward, or some wards down bottom so they can go for that pressure. And Theo does find him with the hook, and now they will be able to take this tower, and they might continue.
Yeah, they got good pushing power with the SF here and his aura. Easy creep waves down and out.
5k gold lead already for SG.
It's adding up. That Chrono
good.
certainly did it, and they got to worry about that Chrono coming again and get up again. How long?
Close to Bill?
Oh, let's see if they can do it. This time they have the puck.
It's not enough. No catch for this afterwards.
Yeah, Dream Coil is just not good against the Void.
Nope, he just jumps through it.
Yeah, invulnerability during the Time Walk means the Dream Coil is useless.
And they claim a tier 2 tower during that move. So they take towers really fast on SG because of how stacked this Void is. Shadow Fiend, sorry.
And the Void has the Chrono back up in 10 seconds. He's also pretty much got the Battle Fury done.
And it's S and Y done on Shadow Fiend. He is huge. Leposa as well on the Razor. Nothing to joke about. Phase, Drum, Medallion.
Is a great conductor.
They're looking very strong right now with this 5k lead. They could try to go for like a smoke. If they kill one hero, they can actually just go into that Roche pit.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do. This would be the sort of play that, I mean, paiN game they will probably expect, but what are they going to do about it? That's the problem. Team fight wise, it's the puck, and that's about it. There's just this Chrono and the SF combo that's very hard for paiN Gaming to deal with at the moment.
Yep.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
HFN has to continue to get bigger, getting closer and closer to Diffusal though. Smoke comes out. This is what we were saying. SG, to get a pick off, it's going to be a very quick roll shot afterwards. Adriano shows mid. They see Tabo for a second. The hook shot on the board.
It's not the hook shot they wanted. Not at all. He's been a little unfortunate with the hook shots this game.
Yeah.
Whether it be balls or razors blocking it, has happened. It's all got in the way.
Duster getting collapsed on here. Does survive though. Kospil does not want to expend a Chrono. They really wanted to get a pick off so they could go for that Roche, but unable to just for now. And now paiN will push out the lanes.
And there's that big damage step up for the Weaver. You have the Diffusal, you have the talent.
Yeah.
This is where you can punch.
Can actually start doing something, but Shadow Fiend is 1700 HP, or 1840, sorry.
He's going to take quite a few punches to take down, especially if, we'll see, I imagine he'll probably save a Eagle Song first, but if he wants to get the Talisman,
I think BKB.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
the BKB, sorry, yeah.
I think if he can just stand as that frontliner, then it gives Kostabil a lot easier of a game to actually position himself for Chrono. And Battle Fury's done at a pretty reasonable time after being aggroed.
Yeah.
Top 4 net worth.
And been pretty active across the map as well, Costa Bill, as we've seen. He's been looking for the fights.
Oh, they might actually just sneak this one. Smoke into it. They've got Solar Crest on Razor too. This should drop very fast here. I don't think paiN's going to have a clue about this one. Yeah, this is a free rush.
Yep.
And try to get a tower out of it though, bottom. They will be able to do that. paiN's unable to take these fights.
We'll see if they keep pushing in order to try and force back SG. I mean, it's still very hard. Now they're already TPing, but oh, no. I thought he was going to back. No, they want to stick around.
HFN's going to threaten high ground a bit here, for some reaction back. Void and Clockwork are coming over to set up here. So the Void does have the Aegis instead of the SF. Interesting. But they'd actually give it to him. But maybe they just think that Adriano's so big. If he gets, he's gonna have his BKB. Once he's got that, he's pretty much unkillable versus this.
And they do want to make sure they can get the Chronos out each fight, as we've seen this. Yeah. Even though they're ahead, still pretty important for them to make sure they have a clean team fight win.
Yeah. 6k advantage for SG.
Yep.
How's their experience too? It's about the same, 7.5.
Radiant are scanning.
Just 1,000 gold to go and BKB will be the Duster. TP's out of the bottom lane, gets himself away. Costabile halfway towards that Shadow Blade.
paiN just is a point where they're just like, okay, we have to just farm, split up the map, hope for SG to kind of overstep themselves, because yeah, they don't want to take a head-on engagement, not only just into Aegis, but yeah, as we've been saying, that Chrono and the beefiness of the Shadow Fiend is a big problem for them. 12-6. Much slower pace than the last two games that we did see. Much more methodical. Not people just running at each other so much. About to have BKB. So SG, when they have BKB, they can definitely start to try to force down those last tier 2s. It's about 300 gold till he has that one done. On the SF, of course. King RD, he has Time Walk though. He should be fine with this.
Yep. Instantly jumps himself away from the hookshot combat. Can't quite hold down that Rubik. Tower.
They're just
bit of a difference. So that one will be easy to take.
Yeah, they're just trading though. They're actually taking the top tier 2 very fast as well.
Okay.
Best of a bad situation, right? Trying to get just trying to force some reaction, trying to do some split push while they get forced down by SG. They can't fight this.
They got a good bit of money now on Weaver. 2.5k gold. I think he's still thinking which way he wants to go with his items. I mean, do you just build the damage, or do you try and build a bit more sort of resistance, some stats? Do you get the BKB yourself? I mean, at the end of the day, the Chrono is the real issue, so it's like if you get Chrono, you're probably dead anyway, so maybe do you just try and get some more damage online?
I think just damage your stats, some Lincolns or Scotty or something for the Weaver. It's really hard though, because they're at a disadvantage after the laning phase, and they're versus a tri-core, so it's a single core Weaver versus a tri-core with a Chrono. It is an upward battle.
He's just going to go for the Lincolns.
He's just going to go Lincolns.
So still going to be a bit of a slow game for HFN in that sense.
It's not like I mean, what does it really block? It actually blocks nothing, right? Blocks like enchant.
I'm not a fan of the Lincolns this game, man.
I think he just wants stats, to be honest. I really don't know what. But
then in that case,
everything else is weird.
Just get a Skadi. I mean, yeah. Then you at least got a bit of beef in the Chrono, but
I think he's in the same position. Yeah. He doesn't know what to get.
He doesn't. Yeah.
It's just very tough for the Weaver now.
Wow, King RD, quick time or back. Quick jump forward though, they are trying to chase down the Rubik. Theolicor will come in with the hook shot.
Time dilation.
Back, and King RD getting bashed up and brought down.
Time dilation, so he can't time walk, of course, because it puts it on cooldown.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Summons down bottom. They're doing decent damage to this tier 3 with these 2 creeps and a catapult. Razor's got to come in.
Oh, we are certainly forcing SG back each time and making it hard for SG to really put together a full 5-man push. This, the definite split pressure helping paiN Gaming continue to play from behind.
Yeah. Look what I took.
Oh, he took the health. What a letdown.
I told you.
Where's that time lock damage? Honestly,
it's so valued. It's too much health. Oh, Costabile.
Oh,
gets the 2-man.
And he walked into it.
Oh, Chrono stolen though.
Oh, and that's a better Chrono. That got 3 heroes. And
Bugs
with the roar,
3-2, and Adriano.
That is SF down. Can they get more? They're looking for it. They are going to try for the TP out, and Theolicor is not going to make it. So
King
there we have it. King RD is the better Faceless Void in this game, as his Chrono did oh so much more than that of Costabile's. I mean, we saw he went in with the Shadow Blade. He seized the temptation for 2, but it's a little deep behind that tower. And Rubik was more than ready. King RD, I mean, he's been having a great couple of games so far today. But plays like that, he's absolutely keeping his team in this one.
That was, I mean, that's like exactly what they needed to kind of turn this one. The Reaver, he has changed the build. He still has Lincolns in the quick buy, but okay, now he switched to complete to Manta because the Yasha's being delivered on the courier.
Oh, so he's going for Manta.
Yeah,
I like that. Okay, that's much better.
Removes time dilation.
Much better, yeah.
Stats, I think it's just a way
damage, it's actually pretty good as well.
Yeah. He just needed some stats. I think that's the most important.
Yeah, Manta's much nicer in this situation.
That was, I mean, that was huge. Yeah. That was Adriano with the 10-second BKB. And he's fully controlled and bursted.
He's going to get another use out of the Chrono, right?
Should be able to.
He will. It will indeed.
And he's got a blink dagger now too for positioning.
Wait, that cooldown's pretty... Did he do it? He didn't have an arcane rune, did he?
No. It's been about 70 seconds.
I guess it's
to
been
fight.
70. Alright, okay. Time flies.
Time does fly. Lately, it has felt like these longer cooldown abilities, they do seem much faster. But that's because I think people are just getting better at playing, like, prioritizing. Like, you push out the lanes, instantly go get ready to fight, and you don't have, like, that minute or so where the spells aren't being used a lot of these times anymore. When you're seeing these better teams, of course. How's our puck doing? Blink, Veil, Yules, decent timing, level 14. How's the Shadow Fiend? Level 18 still. So, you do see that advantage still for the Shadow Fiend by quite a lot in that direct matchup.
So the crest done as well for Chen. So
a lot of single target damage that paiN does have.
they want to get that Chrono. Well, what's the timing on Chrono for King RD? He's got it.
He's got it. He's got the blink.
He's got the blink, got the Chrono. Can King RD do it again?
If they can catch the SF in a bad spot, he can get bursted before BKB. So let's see. This is going to be a big deciding fight right here.
I mean, the only problem is Costabile, he has Chrono as well. Of course, he can come in with the counter Chrono. He's going in with the Shadow Blade. He's dropping straight away. There's the first Chrono. Where's King RD? What's he going to do with his air? Comes through on the side. Locks down two. Holds them back, and it might have just done it once again. BKB and Requiem from the high ground. Does come out. There's the Roar holding back this SF. And then King RD with a stolen Requiem. He gets it out. They're taking down two paiN Gaming. Now the BKB is worn out. Adriano's in trouble. They're ready to chase him up to the high ground. They're looking for the SF. They may just get it. HFN surrounding him. They're bringing Adriano down. Telekinesis from King RD. They're going to get the SF. 3 down on SG. Costabile will get away with the Shadow Blade, but again, King RD, the Chronosphere is better than Costabile's.
And he steals Requiem.
It's better than Adriano. This man having a beautiful day of Dota, King RD.
He is literally single-handedly salvaging this game. But that was good teamwork too for them, because he Chronos 2. They killed the Razor pretty much instantly inside of that, and then the Beastmaster roars the Shadow Fiend during majority of that BKB. They kite him around. Holy crap, paiN.
They're doing it.
Now it's going to be a full book 3 after that, pretty much for Tavo.
Look at that mountain that they've sort of come over now, able to get back down as
holy crap.
The lead is being swung back towards paiN Gaming. As these fights just aren't good enough for SG. They're not getting the Chronos that they need.
You know, this is one thing that I was mentioning before, is why I was a little confused why the Void did get that Aegis. Because you saw in the fight top, the S-Void just ran around. They didn't even focus him. They killed the SF. If he had Aegis, it would have kind of been a different scenario. So I think they're probably a little upset with themselves giving it to the Void.
Oh, so look at the Weaver.
He's massive now.
It's top net worth.
He's still versus a Tricore, but they're absolutely making these fights work.
I mean, as long as King RD can keep coming out with plays like this, ultimates as such. I mean, I imagine he's going to have another use of the... He's still got the Requiem, right?
He still has
he held on to it afterwards.
And he can get some big kills. Like, he can solo kill a lot, because with the offensive no field, it actually makes this Requiem very potent.
And is the duration of telekinesis enough to time the Requiem?
It is.
It is. So you can absolutely go for the...
You can go right on top. Yep. He could definitely do it. I think... With his, I think he can actually go for close to like 1,500 or more damage with that one, with an offensive no field. And that's pure.
Oh, you're right, with a no field.
It's not magic because of that. It gets actually amplified too, because I think at level 2, actually it's level 3 Requiem.
Well, it is.
Oh, it's gonna be even more than that.
Well, it is magic.
But the damage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they outdo the resist. Yeah, I get what you mean.
The resistance gets outdone.
The numbers are so massive. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is more than.
It's actually more than that, because I actually didn't realize it's level 18 Chrono. So it's more than 1440.
Level 18 Requiem.
Level 18. Damn it, I keep saying the wrong thing.
So yeah, he's certainly going to want to try and get a use out of that. We'll see what they can do down bottom. paiN Gaming ready to push in. They smoke up. They want to try and make a play happen with that Requiem. There's a DD rune as well down bottom for HFN to grab for this fight.
If he catches any of these supports, if he catches the Razor, he might just be able to burst him as well through that 1800 HP.
Yeah, definitely. If he gets on top of them with that combo.
Theo on the high ground. King RD does spot him.
He's thinking about it.
TP out. He gets lifted.
And he doesn't even need the Requiem for this one. He'll just let the rest of the team finish that off. That's the other core gone.
So Void, Costabile, in the upcoming fights, he needs to click time dilation after his Chrono.
And he needs to...
He can't let these come out.
I think you need to just Chrono the Rubik. Make sure you get King RD in there.
If he just clicks time dilation, the Rubik's going to steal time dilation. That's all he really has to do.
I mean, that is also true. But I mean, I think that Warriors with King RD, if he doesn't steal Chrono, he's going to steal something else.
That's true. But now there's going to be a Lincoln Sphere, so that's going to help Costabile. So now the steal is going to be a lot harder.
Okay. Yeah.
But Roche, they have a DD rune on HFN. They're going to bring this one down very quickly. This is Aegis and Cheese.
Yeah, I don't see SG stopping this. I mean, they do have the chrono, but still 10 seconds without the clock. It's not really a good time to fight.
Nope. Easily brought down. Aegis and make room for the cheese. There you go. God, HFN canceled his attack. I thought he was going to kill the cheese for a second. That's a very HFN thing to do, as we all do recall him.
The cheese.
Attacking his butterfly at the Kiev Major and canceling his attacks.
Oh yeah,
classic.
Back on his jug, yeah.
Classic HFN.
He's not been doing any of that, none of sort of the attacking the items. I don't know why they stopped that. I mean, it was great fun. I love it. It's like there's nothing bad about it.
Unless you kill your items.
Unless you kill your items, but for entertainment value, it's fantastic. I want to see more people trying to deny their items and cancel a attack animation.
So the item, well, Shadow Fiend, if you see pop up, he went for the 20% evasion talent, not the raised damage. So he is trying to at least get that stacked evasion versus the Weaver, because he knows it's only a single core Weaver. But Weaver is going for that MKB next, so we'll be able to counteract the evasion a little bit.
I guess he's lost the Requiem now, hasn't he, probably?
He did lose the Requiem now, yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Chrono on nobody?
I mean, sometimes you just press R and left click when you don't mean to, and that was one of them.
I think
apparently.
Puck dodged it, though, but
okay.
He's going for the Chrono on a Puck. That is very hard. He had, I guess he had higher vision. Yeah, still probably wants to save it. It's still hard to get those catches.
Yeah, that's yeah, no Chrono for 100 seconds.
Close to be 7-1-3 on the Void, but I mean, he really has those Chronos. He gave a lot to the team.
Yeah, he's not dying, but yeah, absolutely. I mean, what King RD? Yeah, he's been doing some really. Those last two team fights, as we've said, been turned around by the Rubik play.
Yeah, absolutely. King RD boss. How's your monster? It's good.
Oh, it's nice. Yes, last to me was. So, you know, that's a nice thing about the size of monster. It's just enough drink to suffice for a full Dota game. They did that intentionally. You know, Monster. They're big fans of Dota.
Oh, I did hear about this. I heard a rumor from one of their marketing people. They know there's no Chrono, so they're trying to make a play here. They get the lift to Razor. Roar as well.
Well, I mean, this Razor's melting pretty quickly here. HFN trying to move in the time dilation causes some issue. They put the Requiem man, BKB from Adriana, but they've already lost the Razor.
Dude, look at these catapults. There's 3 of them.
Yeah, they're pushing in. Costa Bill had to time walk back.
Oh, he lost his catapult. So the coil is off the mark.
They are going to buyback on Razor. HFN goes in to finish off the tier 3 tower. They'll respect the buyback.
They have now claimed gold advantage for the first time in this 30-minute game. It hasn't updated yet on the graph, but they have claimed it. And now they can claim some shrines. With those tier 3s being taken down, they can back up. Weaver still having that top net worth. This is an exciting game. It's a tri-core versus a kind of like a push, but paiN coming out clutch with some things. This is nuts.
I mean, it sort of feels like we're just sort of seeing that arc where SG had an edge, sort of because of the SF clock, because the SF did have such a lead. Had that.
Oh, it was his Basher. Sorry, it was HFN's Basher, not his Butterfly. Sorry, guys, everybody.
Oh, in chat, correct.
They were all like, "You idiot!
You idiot! What is a butterfly?"
Well, he tried to kill an expensive item. Apologies.
It's alright.
Sorry, guys. There's a lot of Dota games.
But I mean, Basher Butterfly. I don't know why he's not doing it this game. I miss it. I think what some people sort of complain. Those people, they need to grow up. I want to see some grit. I want to see some anger. I want to see some BM. That's what Dota is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you don't play Dota to make friends with the enemy. You don't play Dota to make friends with your teammates. You make Dota to hate everyone and be angry, and it's fantastic. We love it.
You're not wrong. Weaver has MKB finished up, and he already had the Talisman of Evasion too, so he actually has to backpack it for a bit, but next item will be that Butterfly, so a lot of that physical damage will be negated, and SG doesn't have, like, it's pretty much only the Requiem as their magic damage.
Yeah, that's true actually, yeah, on the side of SG. Right, oh.
They've got Aegis and Cheese, so SG is a bit... they don't really want to take a fight.
They still have it, so...
They just want to farm up a bit.
Well, I don't think you go anywhere near paiN Gaming unless you're really confident in the Chronos, but as we've seen, it's hard for Costa to be able to do that. As there are many counter plays to that Faceless Void now in the game.
I think the luckiest thing for SG was that they kept the gem during all those, like, the blunders of fights. The Faceless Void ended up picking it up, and he's been holding it for quite a while. Because I think if paiN had the gem, the map control would be really scary for SG. Their vision would be totally limited, and then the Void trying to go for those Shadow Blade plays. There's a lot more fearsome for himself.
Gotcha.
Rayer actually almost has a full Hex on the puck now. That could be really nice for that Void. Even though he does have Lincolns, if they can break it, if they can get that catch on either him or the Shadow Fiend before the BKB goes off, it could be pretty substantial.
I mean, well, that BKB of Adriano has been, what, popped a couple of times now?
Like 2, I think.
2 times?
Yeah, it's at 8 seconds.
Yeah, okay.
HFN has now lost the Aegis, but they still have the cheese.
And what down did Costabile take at 20? Did he go with the time walk? No,
Attack speed.
Okay.
Usually we see time walk cast range for position.
Yeah,
this guy, he wants to be a carry. He wants to right click
okay, okay. I mean, yeah, the time walk cast range is just so great, but I guess, yeah, as you say, as the carry, you are tempted to take the 40 attack speed. It's, I mean, well, 40 attack, well, that's 1 Hyperstone, right?
Hyperstone's like 50, right?
Because it's less than a Hyperstone.
That's less than a Hyperstone. 55, sorry.
Yeah, it's less than a Hyperstone. I don't know. Time walk is, but when you've got a Shadow Blade, you've already got sort of your initiation there, so the time walk range not as sort of valuable because you have other ways of closing the gap.
It is about, though, jumping out of the fight, healing, jumping back in the fight when you're healed up. You know. Hey, whatever.
We wants the attack speed.
People, sometimes you can't, you know, if you lose because of a talent, I don't think you're going to be like, we lost this game because you took attack speed. You know, like, that's...
I mean, it's teammates, Mike. You know, when you lose a game,
I mean, that'd be ridiculous.
Teammates see you pick something out.
That'd be ridiculous.
Oh, you know.
It's like, wait, Chen, what did you take at 15? Armor.
That was the reason.
That was the reason we lost.
That was the reason we lost. A butterfly for Weaver.
He's farming
really
a storm.
Made quite an impact this game, actually. But he's redeemed himself after those early sort of dive plays.
He did. That was his only death.
I mean, it was his only death. It was his only death. So since then, he's been very smart, and he is doing a good job of carrying his team to victory.
Dude, they got a 4K gold advantage now. I was a little bit concerned for the paiN boys too, but yep, King RD, the clutch man that he is. SG all now smoked up, looking to protect their Shadow Fiend. Not able to find anything though. paiN all grouped up as well. Now they do have the blink initiation from the Beastmaster, and I mean this Beastmaster he's no joke anymore. Level 22, book 3, blink, force. Feeling himself. Oh, and he's got the Axis damage.
I mean, you always take that, don't you?
No, I mean, but it's a lot of damage that you actually...
Oh, sure, yeah.
You burst 440 physical.
No, it's very nice to have.
And Rayer, level 21. Does not take the orb distance, actually takes the cooldown of Waning Rift. Silence is going to be massive in this game,
I mean, against a Void without he's not got BKB or man.
Not even close to him either.
There's no sort of defensive He's got a Shadow Blade, sure, but other than that, yeah, the Void has to be very careful.
Yeah, and now they did pick up a gem for themselves on the side of paiN, so they are clearing out a lot of that vision that there was. And just sticking together kind of as a unit, they are feeling pretty powerful. It looks like the third Roche might be the big one that decides this game. We still have a little bit of time before it, but that's probably where the next big fight is going to happen. Both teams are very hesitant to take the head-on engagements. I just love hearing the Dota music in the background when all this happens. Like, dun, 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 dun.
Oh, it's not. We always have the dome.
Sometimes you notice it more in those like eerie moments. It's like all that quiet. It's nice. Smoked up. They want to get an instant jump, but they might just be able to bring down this Rax really quickly once they commit.
They might, yeah. So I think you might just settle for that. You're going to see there's no one down here.
Razor goes Hex. They want to have more catch for this Weaver. The glyph is forced. They don't seem to know that paiN is here. They want to try to get an instant initiation, but Enchantress is not the hero that they wanted.
Yeah, they're being careful because they don't want to get caught up by the Chrono.
They wanted the Void or the SF to instant grab there.
And that is the Raw to start the fight off straight away onto Costabile. Can Costabile get the time one comp in time? He can, and now there's pressure for them to turn around. Instantly bursting down the Weaver. The bash is out onto the puck. He does manage to jump out. He's trying for the TP away here. As Duster is out of there, the puck will not escape.
Leposa getting that Hex. The Hex before the fight.
It made all the difference.
All the difference there. Weaver got Hexed, wasn't able to finish the burst on the Void.
You didn't expect that at all.
Yeah.
Did not expect the Razor Hex.
That was very nicely executed. paiN looked like they had the jump they wanted too. They got the Void. They broke the Force Staff. They broke the Lincolns with the Force. They got the Roar. They almost killed him, but couldn't bring him down because of that Hex.
And now, SG are pushing down mid. There is no buyback on the Weaver. There's a buyback for Puck. They still have the Chronosphere, SG.
They do.
Thank you so
And no Raw. That was the big one. To find the void at the start of that fight.
He's got to back up very soon. But Costa Bill being a little bit more careful. He is now watching on the sides here. There is a ward placed down, so he knows.
Oh, the hook shot straight in immediately before they try and go for the D ward. That's dusted down. He'll buy back straight away on the Chen. They need the creeps pushing in at the moment. The backdoor protection is there onto the tier 3 tower for paiN's defense. But now the creeps move forward. It will get that D ward duster, making it a little harder for SG to find the fight on the high ground, and they are going to back up. Now the Weaver is back in the game. SG not really wanting to force a fight as of yet on that high ground push.
Bit of a back and forth right there from 3k advantage of paiN.
They won't rush.
And it goes back the other way. And yeah, the Roche. This is the big one. Double chrono. Could be enormous. I mean, they could even give it to Leposa. The double hex could really pay off versus that Weaver. They have to be careful now to try to defend the Weaver. They have a Force Staff on 2 heroes, but for the most part, I think the Beastmaster Force Staff is just to break the Lincolns on that Void. So we can get the Roar. The Roar is out. It is down the Enchantress.
And they will they finish Roar? They have to drop the Dream Core for this. She's going to be able to heal. They have to be very aware of the fact that this Void is going to look for an angle to re-engage with the Chrono. So paiN, after the Roar's expended, they just back off. They know that they can't do anything with that Dream Coil and Roar being used before the Roshan attempt. That is not great for paiN. Because now SG can go into the pit. There's not these 2 big ultimates, which were sort of the largest of worries for them in these team fights. They're not there.
They have vision now. The Clockwork Rocket, well, the Rubik stolen Clockwork Rocket. They're trying to get some steals off. They're jumping in.
And in with the BKB, they do manage to get the snatch as the puck will grab it. Rayo able to grab it now, trying to move for more. BKB Requiem coming out from Adriano that slows out onto Duster. Hannah Goldfield comes through. They've taken down the clock, but they've lost the Chen. They've lost the Rubik, losing both supports. HFN's still alive. He's going to try and duck and dive in and out of the fight, but he has to be careful because still the cores of SG, they're alive. They're moving forward. They're going to see if they can try and catch out the puck, and they've got him. The time dilation causing issues for Rayo, who may have stolen the Aegis, but he's now in danger of going down a second time. He has the phase shift, will be able to get the blink out. Costa Bill is not going to look to chase him, as they know that they could just look to push down mid. There's 2 heroes down. They
got the
didn't,
Aegis.
that is the big thing. Who got the cheese?
SF got both cheese and refresher shard. So they now have handed it to the Void, who did not use chrono. I think maybe they told Costa Bill just don't use chrono in the fights.
I think it could have caused more issues for them than needed. Yeah, they didn't need it. And now they have, as you say, the double threat of it for this push. Buyback does come out from King RD.
9k gold advantage.
And there's
now.
the jump.
Hex.
Right up. Going in with it indeed with that Hex straight away onto Adriano, but he has that cheese. Just need to be careful of being roared and burst down before he can get it off. But yeah, cheese and BKB at the ready once again for Adriano.
Is he at level 25? He did, right? Yeah, so he actually takes the damage per soul this time around.
Oh, okay.
CDR.
I mean, I get right could build. He hasn't got the Hex. He hasn't got the E-Blade, the Yule Scepter. A lot of the reasons why we see the cooldowns being taken. So with the more traditional physical damage build, absolutely get a bit more punch inside of you. Let's see what they can have here. SG.
Radiant are scanning.
Once again, preparing to break up into the base of paiN Gaming. paiN Gaming do have the Dream Coil and the Raw backup, but that threat of the double chrono, very scary for paiN Gaming off the back of this defense.
Yeah, they need to get their side lanes out a bit better, so they can not worry about just one lane being pushed down, or multiple lanes being pushed down. So, can they get creeps? No, they can't. Duster can't really look to get any at the moment. Can't really get out of his base in a nice way. Even the Hawk was actually stolen by Enchantress, so they do have vision right outside the base too.
It's my bird now. That's now dead. Rest in peace, birdie boy. He's got the money for that MKB. Costa Bill.
He does.
I mean, I guess he's a little on the edge about worrying about having buyback, as they do push fast, paiN Gaming.
Yeah. They're pressing more and more, getting more and more an advantage though with this slowdown period, because paiN's just trapped in their base versus this refresher shard cheese.
And the Hex on the poster really did do it. Nice itemization from this Razor. It's really been what sort of managed to allow SG to suddenly get right back on this lead. Put a stop to that play from paiN Gaming earlier down bottom.
Because it's not even just like it's amazing versus the Weaver, of course, but it's also good versus like Puck and stuff too. Like they can get those catches to actually kill him and bring him down. Weaver, what item is he going for? I saw him pick up a mithril.
Yeah, he's got the heart queued up.
He's got heart, yeah.
I mean, I think it was oh, bottom lane, Rhea. He's got his own Hex and Dream Coil, but it's on Razor. Razor's pretty tactical. They have the Chrono as well. He's caught out 2, moving in straight away. He's going to take down 1, jump forward. The second Chrono comes out. Hand of God Heal will be there. And in fact, paiN Gaming did kill off the clock. Adriana's just moving in with a heck of a lot of right click though. Cuts down a second. Tavo caught in the trees, surrounded by SG. Double kill for Costabil.
HFN couldn't get into that fight. He was just all the way away. He wanted to get his BKB before it, but his team took the fight.
A bit of an awkward time for the paiN Gaming to fight, as you said, because now Puck is down. No buyback. 70 seconds without the Puck. They'll buy back on the Beastmaster. They know that there's no Cronus, but can they truly hold this pushback from SG? King RD instantly hexed up. Damage from the input. I mean, King RD is going to try and force himself away, but the right clicks follow through. He's down. HFN trying to man up.
He's getting full linked up though. He got minus 200 damage.
He can't right click for anything now. He has to get out of there. Now that extra physical punch that Leposa has is going to be offered towards this push. They take the tier 3 tower. They take the melee racks and range racks as well down here on this bottom lane. No King RD for 70 seconds. Still 30 seconds without the Puck. So SG will move across to the second set of racks and tier 3 towers, as they know this paiN Gaming at this stage can do very little to stop them. Jumping for Tavo, he's going to attempt for it, but instantly the Hex out onto HFN's Weaver, forcing him to back up. He will be sent back by the Chen, but they've lost another. They've lost Chen. They are going to lose Beastmaster as well, as he's chased down, time dilated, and time locked up.
This Hex is just so clutch, getting so many pickoffs. Pretty much turning the game around when it looked like paiN was starting to get their lead to come back in this game.
They did.
This Razor just crushed. Look at this again, the Hex.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Absolutely GG.
That was so smart by Leposa.
It really was. In a game, as you say, it looked like paiN Gaming, they were able to start switching it back round, but at the end of the day, SG.
I think they actually did probably tell Costabil, don't really cast your Chronos too many times in the fights. We don't really need it. It was more of a detriment for them. That's what allowed paiN Gaming to kind of catch back up. But yeah, Leposa's Hex absolutely won them this game after that bottom fight. Not letting if that